Welcome to Euractiv's EU Tweets of the Week. After a week of turmoil, Britain's barely afloat. In Austria, far-right opponents can gloat. And it's European elections, so get out and vote. This episode is supported by the European Parliament, and yes, much more about that coming up. But starting with the UK, where it's been a quiet week with not much troubling the headlines. Only joking, of course it wasn't. It began with Nigel Farage wearing a milkshake and is ending with speculation about a new Prime Minister. On Monday, a man in Newcastle doused Brexit Party leader and former debate-dodging MEP Nigel Farage in milkshake, which I suppose is one way to express disdain for political views. By Tuesday, politicians up and down the country feared a tsunami of milkshakes. Burley Monster innocently asked Hasbro if milkshake is too viscous for a super soaker. And if you want to throw milkshakes at the far right from the comfort of your own home, of course there's an online game to satisfy your urges, reported Euractiv's Sam Morgan. On Wednesday, rumours of a coup against Theresa May came to naught as the beleaguered leader refused to see the writing on the wall. But by Thursday... Wake me up on 31st of October when Boris Johnson heads to Brussels to ask for an extension, said Sam Lowe, amid general speculation about whether the haystack-haired politician could become the next leader. Most picturing him like this, others like this, and a few like this. Spoof account General Bowles imagined a Game of Thrones mashup and said, "It's the ending nobody particularly wants, but at least it's an ending." Well, how bad could Bran the Broken be? Think the UK was the only country floundering in political intrigue? Here's Austria, hold my beer. On Saturday, Ibizagate started trending as a leaked video shot on the Popular Party aisle showed the Austrian Vice-Chancellor and leader of Populist Freedom Party, Heinz-Christian Strache, offering government contracts in return for campaign help to a fake Russian backer. Strache was forced to resign, as Angus Robertson reported, cue snap elections as the government breaks down. Guy Verhofstadt said the scandal highlights the importance of a free press and is the umpteenth proof that the extreme right in Europe is colluding with the Russians to undermine liberal democracies. Indeed, the real shock here is that a Venga Boys song has unexpectedly become a protest anthem against the far right. Finally, there's a little thing called the European elections happening this week. The UK and the Netherlands were first to the polls on Thursday, while the Irish and the Czechs vote on Friday and the rest of the continent at the weekend. According to the S&Ds, it's simple, you just vote. Martini Seltzemeyer said he wasn't taking lessons about how to put a cross in the box from this crowd of international footballers. Well, helpfully, the European Students' Union is on hand to explain how it all works. Hernhill Andy said, "Repeat after me, the European election is not the same as a general election." And the European Commission went to town on all the reasons to vote for the EU. But my personal favourite thing about the elections is the dogs at polling stations hashtag. Can we please get this trending across Europe this weekend? And this week we are supported by the European Parliament, so we're supporting them. Get out and vote. And that's it for another week. Join me next week for the double dealing and denouement in the Brussels bubble Twittersphere.